And now we'll back up a little bit. We'll go to Senator Bruce Rampelberg, representing District 30. Bruce.
Thank you, Dale. Yeah, Bruce Rampelberg, District 30. That goes down to Ulrichs and over to Pringle and over down to Edgemont. I'm sure you're all familiar with that area. I wasn't before I was elected. It was there's some really great people down there that I have got to know. Anyway, I'm really involved in education and healthcare, and I'm on the Ag Committee as well. And so the couple of things that I felt strongly about over the years that I have brought to the table in the legislature has to do with those issues. We have a real issue in South Dakota on how we're going to continue to fund our kids as we look at the continuing expenses and kind of a rather flat revenue stream. So as South Dakotans, we're going to have to come up with some new creative ideas on how we're going to be able to finance our schools going ahead. Now, as a retired banker, I could say, well, how come we have 151 school districts? But that would get me into a lot of trouble, so I won't say that. But the other thing is health care. You know, we have a number of people who, they get health care, but we all pay for it through the cost shifting rather than through an insurance. And so one of the things that Medicaid has provided over the years is health care to a lot of people, and unfortunately it isn't funded very well, but at least people have some, the doctors and providers have some gifts. They have some reimbursement from that. So one of the things we faced in legislatures, how in the world do we take a limited amount of money and make it work for the people that need this health care? So those are the two issues that I spend a fair amount of time on. We could talk a lot about Common Core standards. We could talk an awful lot about some of the issues that have gone on this past year with just a number of things that were somewhat controversial. But going ahead, it will be my intention to continue to be really involved in education and looking for solutions that will not bankrupt the state. I always like to say, we have a $1.5 billion budget. It's actually 1.35. Actually, Alan's the guru on this. But we spent about 440 of that on K-12. So we spend a lot of that money, and the challenge we have going forward is how do we continue to support it at the level we're at. Anyway, how many of you are here from District 30? I'm just kind of curious. Raise your hand. Wow, that's good. Usually there aren't very many people here, so, well, you can't vote for me, the rest of you, but thanks anyway.
Thank you.